Books you won't put down. Grab the House of Lazenberry series by author Daniel Webb. Since his controversial interview at the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, the books can't stay on the shelf. Grab the series, The House of Lazenberry, The House of Lazenberry 1970H, and The House of Lazenberry, A Time to Heal. Link in the description box now. Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Email me, Sam Ant at thehiphopnews.com. No, wait, let's go.
Let's get into this topic real quick. Trigger. Now, we talked about Trey Songz, maybe about a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't very good. He's getting case after case after case alleged that he's done this sick thing to this woman, this sick thing to that woman. We seen Rory from Rory and Mal come out and say that Trey Songz, when his doc comes out, he'd be 10 times worse than R. Kelly. They were really trying to paint this dude out to be a monster, right?
Right.
And then this story came out yesterday that kind of drew my attention. I'm glad we're here to talk about it now. Because allegedly an attorney is being accused of bribery in Trey Songz' sexual assault case. Now, Ariel Mitchell is being accused of attempting to bribe witnesses to force a settlement in one of Trey Songz' sexual assault cases. Now, we know back in February, women told the court that she was being approached by one of the accusers and trying to get some shit going, right?
Right.
Well, apparently she was also approached by an attorney to make false accusations against Trey Songz in exchange for cash. Now, the attorney has came forward stating that the woman was straight lying. Her name is Jauhara Jeffries, and she was suing Trey Songz, claiming that he violated her at a 2017 New Year's Eve party. But according to transcripts, one of Jeffries' lawyers has accused her of attempting to bribe a witness in that case.
Let's see the evidence. Where are the evidence? 'Cause you can't just say something like that. It got to be a text message, or something. But I can kind of see how this could be real. Because when you're looking at, typically with something like this, I guess it's one of those things where it's a contingency set up. Like maybe the victim might not have to pay the lawyer up front, but if we collect some money, I get 70% of that, or I get 60% of whatever we get back. If that's 20 million or 10 million or 5 million or 1 million, I'm sitting pretty. So I could see how a scumbag lawyer, I'm not saying that it's true, but I could see hypothetically how a scumbag lawyer could just say whatever. Like, we're going to get this money. The crazier, we want this thing to blow up in the media because we want them just to settle out. We're going to go for 20, but let's hope we get 7, 8. You know what I mean? I could see how something like this could definitely go down. And then with the whole the female thing, I can also see how she could be a liar. Mm-hmm. I can see how this whole thing could be made up. You know what I mean? And commonly we see that this is the new thing now, is to say that, oh, this person did something to me sexually. Oh, it's an old video out here. I'm going to come out. I'm going to bring people out. The whole case in point, like a Bill Cosby type of thing. Yep. The more people that come out, the more people that say the more outlandish things. Okay, all of them may not be true, but let's make it seem as bad or as worse as possible, because if we settle for something. We get something out of this thing. I think it's disgusting, man. I want to see more evidence either side. Like, if you say Trey did this, where's the evidence?
Prove it.
Right? Prove it. If you say that the lawyer tried to bribe you, where's the evidence? Because what he did is have a conversation with you. Did he text something to you? Like, it got to be a little bit more hearsay, and you just saying something is not going to be enough. And it's really messing up the case now, because now it's like, as far as character, everybody's character in this situation looking shady.
This is why we're very careful, because we've talked about these at length, right? We've talked about a number of men in particular being accused of this. This is why we always say alleged. This is why we always go, if he did it, then this should happen. But if he didn't, this should happen, because no one fucking knows. We've dropped videos about R. Kelly. We see all kind of stuff in the comments. Trey Songz, all kind of stuff in the comments. Yep. We just recently talked about Mystical, all kind of stuff in the comments about shit people don't know because people weren't there. And if you drive a narrative too sweet, one way or the other, people will tend to believe what you're saying. And this is why we have to be careful as media to draw everything along the line, because a lot of media nowadays deem Trey Songz guilty before even being proven anything. We seen one of the biggest podcasters in the game, and he may have personal relationships or personal interactions with Trey Songz to see something that we didn't. We don't know. But he pretty much came out and said he's the next R. Kelly. They said that the lawyer was trying to paint a picture and was offering $100 to $200K to witness Trey Songz committing a crime because they were trying to paint him as the next R. Kelly. There's narratives being steered here. There's narratives being steered here. So allegedly, this was going on. So that's why we want to figure out the truth, and we got to kind of give you what we feel from each and every side, man, because we really don't know. Not every woman is lying, but most importantly, not every man is either.
What happened with Rory? His name is Rory, right?
What happens on?
What happened? Like, you said all this stuff. Like, were you paid? Are you being used as a pawn? Because, like, you don't come out and say something like that about somebody and things just go away. You know what I mean? Things just kind of just like, okay, now it's nothing. No follow-up to this thing. I'm just going to say it and move forward. Did he get a cease and desist? Like, what happened with that whole thing? And then it's like, man, those words paint him like R. Kelly. Whoa.
Yep. Paint him like R. Kelly.
Whoa.
And we know what they did to him. And even that one, as fucked up as that is, and as much evidence as they claim to have, and even us talking about it, right? The ending is what he did to Aaliyah, which we know was wrong.
Right.
The marriage license and shit. But he's not in jail for that alone.
Right.
He's in jail for a whole mirage of other shit. Now we see one of the women that he said he was allegedly molesting or doing the case. Now she's saying she's pregnant with the dude. It's a fucking circus.
Yeah.
And we really don't know what to believe, man. I don't fucking know I can assume and I can think based off of what we hear, but we don't know, man.
What happens is the mere allegation. Then when it turns to allegations, when it's multiple, people believe it. It could be me and you. If multiple people started coming out saying stuff, motherfuckers close to you is gonna start believing it. People over like, damn, this motherfucker foul. Because it's in the news. People are talking about it. People actually think that it's real, man. That's why I feel bad for a lot of these guys in the situation that they're in. Yeah, they're talented. They made a lot of money and they become stars, but a lot of negative BS comes with that. That's why it's like, get locked down, get married. Don't even mess with nobody, because if you out there, doing your numbers, it's a possibility, man, that you're going to have some spiteful females out there that's going to try to lie, or you're going to have some entity out there that's going to want to destroy you and maybe conjure up women and start paying women off to destroy you. I do believe that's going on now at this point, man. The patterns, there's too many patterns that is happening, man, to a lot, not only black men, it's a lot of men, but mainly black men. I see this happening too. This whole thing about the women coming out saying they did something to him, they did this to him, man. I don't know if it's believable. I don't believe you need more people, as the famous saying goes.
Shout out to Hove. I think, and this may be off the rails, and just stay with me on this. I think they should legalize prostitution, man.
Woo!
I think they should legalize prostitution for women that are old enough and males that are old enough to make sexual decisions on their own. And I say it because of this. Could you imagine if prostitution was legal across 50 states for everyone legally allowed to do so, and fucking you get out of the club and you want some pussy, you can call up a prostitute and spend that rack of $1,500 that you was gonna spend on a girl in the bottle service anyway to go get some pussy and get a good time, and then they could leave, and that business arrangement was you know what I mean? It was right there. Yeah, I fucked her, but this was a business arrangement. Absolutely, I gave her money, she did a service, and she left.
Right.
Nothing else was done. Because now we got all these people, because you could fuck a girl or fuck a dude, and then they could feel some kind of way because you didn't cuddle with them or call them after it. Yeah. And now I raped them. But no, we fucked. Yes, we fucked, but I didn't. But now you caught in this position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's real fickle, man. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the answer of all answers, but I just wish that there was a little more of a way that adults can be adults without there being situations where somebody can hold something over their head because they didn't like the way somebody reacted after the fact. I think Trey Songz was knocking down a lot of these women.
Oh, yeah.
But I think a lot of these women did it because it was consensual and felt some kind of way because they got triggered. And now all of a sudden,
he was in town one night.
Did that.
He banged they back out and he left. He never answered the call no more.
Yep.
He probably was telling them everything. I love you. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to call you when I come back next time. I'm going to call you tomorrow. He probably his number was, beep, beep. Oh, he raped me.
Yep. Exactly. He raped my feelings. He ain't raped your ass. There's a big difference. And these lawyers, if they doing that, man, we ain't safe out here in these streets, boy.
I know you've seen some of the most low down, dirtiest people in this world, man. And so have I. People will go there. When the money's involved, man, people will go to any length, man. People will sell their own baby, sell their own mama. Like, and these lawyers is crooks. I can believe it, man. I could believe the worst of the worst example when it comes to stuff like this, man, because there's so much money on the table. Talking about they asked for $20 million, or at least one of the suits. So it's like you trying to get your hands on millions of dollars. You'll do anything for that. Most people for millions of dollars. Look at the industry. People selling out right and left all day.
All day,
man. This is crazy.
It is. You got to watch your motherfucking back. No, at the end of the day, what do you think's going to happen to Trey, man? This is one situation out of a couple now. Do you think that when it's all said and done and the smoke clears, that he'll be, and not that he's in any kind of legal trouble now, but exonerated for all of these allegations that he's going through?
I think these are baseless, man. At one point, I was believing. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, dang, this dude is foul.
Yeah, me too.
But now it's just like, I don't know, man. It's falling apart right before our eyes. I think this whole situation, man. He better just go get married and don't ever sleep out anymore because they after Trey. And I don't know for what. He's nowhere near on the level that R. Kelly was. Nah. And I love Trey Songz, one of my favorite R&B artists, but
he ain't R. Kelly.
He ain't R. Kelly. He kind of proverbially kind of fell off, if you really want to say. You know what I mean? In terms of like making the albums, the great music. I mean, he had like 3 great albums.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? Pasture, Pleasant Pain, Ready, and then another joint maybe.
I'll give him his first one. I forgot what that was called, but I like that one too.
Right, which is dope. I mean, I can't even make one classic album, so I'm not trying to shit on him when I say that, but all I'm saying is like, he kind of fell back. He's not like a threat to anything anymore. I don't know.
And that's what it is just weird that some of the people that they point out, and then you hear the conspiracy, so it's like, nah, that's crazy. They won't get him for that, but if he got a couple dollars that they can squeeze out of him, why is that unrealistic? It's very realistic.
Nigga sitting on $40-50 million. He's trying to get some of that.
Let me get some of that. Yeah, you fucked that girl last week. Bet. Let me go get her. She want whatever the case may be. And now
you got text messages. Oh, you was really what? Oh yeah, we did it. Oh, that's I mean, let's try to get this money. Say he did this to you. And say he did that.
This world is fucked up, and we know a couple dollars can make anybody say anything.
Yeah,
dealt with it today. These motherfuckers is crazy. These people have no morals or no values at all, and will do anything for $1.
Yeah.
Steal the shit off your back, man. So, I mean, keep it going strong, Trey Songz. Hopefully you ain't go out here and rape nobody for real, but we're going to keep an eye on it.
Right. Why would he have to, my thing? Unless he was some real crazy deviant. It's like so many, as much as women that I guess, though, that he can get it from, I'm sure there's women that probably wouldn't want him to smash.
Yeah, because not every woman's a hoe.
Right.
But it's like,
shit, a lot of them.
if you, let me put it this way. If you are out seeing Trey Songz at 2 or 3 in the morning,
right? That's
you're being looked at as if you were food.
Yeah.
And if you sat back and you feed him some titties or you flirt or you try to get in that fucking VIP section by any way, and then you happen to slide up to his room because he didn't force you, you just chilling with Trey Songz, and then you pull down that's consensual.
I would say
baby.
95 to 96% of the women that go to these shows would want to sleep with him. It's probably a percentage that's married and shit, got boyfriends that maybe wouldn't go there. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about the ones of age, obviously. I know it's probably a lot of young girls that go too. That's what I would say. Like, they would definitely, if he like proposition, it's like, yo, come, they will sleep with him, in my opinion, because it's like a one night thing. And like, you got to be attached. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Wait till we get my man on here, Alpha Male. He'll tell you. We asked him the same question.
Word up. If you go out on a night with 6 of your girls and y'all go see Trey Songz, 5 out of you motherfuckers out of you 6 is fucking.
Yeah.
5. And one of y'all got a relationship, one of y'all got a family, one of y'all, you know what I mean? And 5 out of 6 of y'all is fucking.
Yeah.
Why you ain't bring your man to that concert? You went out for a girls' night to do girls' things. We do it too. We understand what brothers do.
Right.
5 out of you 6 is fucking.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
we understand this game, man. And it is what it is. It's not fair, but somebody got to play this shit.
Yeah, definitely, man. But another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. I probably should add this on to the last story, but we got to talk about the game.
Okay.
Let's talk about him real quick. He made the 10-minute, I think it's called diss song against Eminem called The Black Slim Shady, I think. Mm-hmm. I listened to a lot of it. I think it was pretty decent, dope. I got from the whole song is that, he's pretty much showing that he could rap like Eminem, the cadences and say the type of different things.